So the Atlanta Falcons defeat the Carolina Panthers 37-34 Sunday afternoon in overtime. Boy, I swear, it seems like with this team you can never ever feel safe. You can never feel safe with them having a lead. You can never just sit back and say, Atlanta's got this. We can relax as fans. We can relax and start thinking about next week, how this team's going to perform next week and how well they'll do. Nope, it's always got to be a heart attack, heart failure, something to raise your blood pressure up. So I'm going to quickly go through the end of the drive at the end of the game. So after Atlanta had taken the lead, 34-28, the Carolina Panthers have a shot at getting in the end zone and winning the game. PJ Walker throws an incomplete pass intended for Tommy Tremble on the deep left part of the field. PJ Walker completes a short pass to Terrence Marshall for 13 yards. And as this drive is going on, I'm thinking to myself, okay, all the safeties have to do is just play back, right? Just play back. Don't let anyone get behind you. It doesn't take a genius to understand this concept of football. Well, PJ Walker throws a 62-yard bomb to DJ Moore, and DJ Moore gets past Atlanta's safeties. And when that happened, I just started laughing. Because it was like, I knew it. This team can't do anything right when it comes to putting teams away. They just can't. They just gotta, it's almost as if they get paid to throw these games. And then they rush 3. I would have rushed 4 and try to not allow PJ Walker to get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs. But anyway, DJ Moore gets in unsportsmanlike conduct for 15 yards, and I was like, whatever. Their kicker's going to make it. Eddie Piero is going to make it. Arthur Smith elects to enforce the penalty on the field goal attempt rather than the kickoff return. Eddie misses it. And it was like, wow. So we go into overtime. Falcons get the coin toss. Marcus Mariota throws a pick. Although he gets hit by one of Carolina's defensive tackles, he wasn't able to step into the throw. So after that, I'm like, okay, now it's over. CJ Henderson runs the ball back for 26 yards and puts them at Atlanta's 20. Carolina runs the ball a few more times. It's a 32-yard field goal attempt for Eddie. And I'm thinking, okay, now he's got this, right? He missed the first one. So he's looking confident. He's probably being confident right now. He's going to make it. Well, he missed the 32-yarder. And I'm like, wow. Then Atlanta moves the ball down the field. Hail Koo, all Hail Koo, kicks the game-winning field goal for a 41-yarder. And Atlanta wins the game, and now they are first place in the division. And I want to apologize to Hail Koo, not like he'll watch this video, because I was hard on him when he first got signed to Atlanta because he had missed both game-winning kicks, I believe back in 2017 for the first 2 weeks when the Chargers were still in San Diego, or they might have been in LA. I think they were in LA. So I was like, screw this guy, I don't want him, but he's been a rock star at that position. So I want to apologize to Hail Koo. But all in all, the game, when it started out, I thought both teams looked rusty. They looked cold. Both quarterbacks couldn't really get into a rhythm. It seemed like Carolina's defense was just ready for Atlanta's running attack. And that is Atlanta's offense. To use an MMA analogy, Atlanta is the type that's going to wrestle and hold you down on the canvas and elbow you and punch you, try and choke you out, right? And wear you down. And teams are going to be ready for that. Carolina was ready for that at the beginning of this game. When both teams started to get their running game going, their offenses started to click as well. And I thought both quarterbacks finally started to get it into a rhythm. PJ Walker, 19 for 36, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked 1 time. I didn't think he played terrible. I thought once he was able to get comfortable and get into a rhythm, he made the necessary throws that were there. He made the plays that needed to be made, I would say. So I didn't think PJ Walker had a terrible game. Dante Foreman, 26 rushing attempts, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. I was really impressed with him when Derrick Henry went down, and I thought he did a fantastic job for filling in at that running back position for Tennessee last season. And now it seems like Carolina may actually have a running back. Hopefully he'll be able to stay healthy for Carolina's fans. Well, I don't want anyone to get hurt, so I don't want anyone to fail either. But yeah, you know what? Hopefully Dante will have a good career in Carolina. I got nothing against the Panthers. I really don't. DJ Moore, pretty sure Carolina fans were killing this dude yesterday. He was targeted 11 times, had 6 receptions, 152 yards, catching 1 touchdown. That touchdown that should have won them the game. I don't buy into the whole blame everything on one guy. I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid. There's multiple factors that goes into a football game. Not trying to defend Moore or trying to say that he doesn't deserve any blame here, and on that 4th down attempt that Carolina failed to get, he dropped the pass actually. So we fucked up twice. Terrence Marshall Jr., 9 targets, 4 receptions, 87 yards, and the rest of Carolina's receiving core was pretty quiet. Marcus Mariota, 20 for 28, 253 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. 2 INTs. The first interception that he threw, it was well covered, but I thought he probably could have tried to throw it on the inside. He threw it on the outside, so maybe if he had tried to throw it on the inside, he probably would have given Damiere Byrd a better chance of catching the football. But I would say it was performances like this, a good, ugly, and bad type of performance, where a quarterback throws for over 200 yards, has 3 touchdowns, but 2 picks. Caleb Huntley, he's not the flashiest runner, but he runs hard. 16 attempts, 91 yards. Tyler Algier, same with him. 14 attempts, he had 31 yards. He did have a touchdown. It came off of a screen play. He was targeted 3 times, had 3 receptions, 46 yards, and 1 passing touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 9 targets, 5 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Thought he was pretty good. It's always nice to see him display his talents. Thought he did a good job of evading tacklers and creating yards after the catch at times during this game. Damiere Byrd, 6 targets, 3 receptions, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Everyone else was pretty quiet. Defensively for the Panthers, thought they played well. Like I said, they were ready for Atlanta's running game until the 4th quarter though, but for the most part I still thought they had a solid performance until the 4th and the overtime, allowing Atlanta to drive down the field and to make the game-winning field goal. But in the NFL nowadays, where you can't touch anybody, it's hard to keep a team out of field goal range. And defensively for Atlanta, Dean Pease was not afraid to put the secondary in deep water. By that I mean have them man up against Carolina's wide receivers and then try and bring pressure. He was like, I understand that AJ Terrell is out and Casey Hayward is out, but you guys are gonna follow the game plan. And I think that's what he did. This was a wild game. This was a crazy game. For once, the football gods' luck was on Atlanta's side. Usually games like this do not turn out in Atlanta's favor. So going forward for the Falcons, expect the Falcons to ground and pound their opponents. Defensively, expect Atlanta to get pressure on the quarterback by blitzing and disguising their blitzes, playing man, taking chances. For the Panthers, why not give PJ Walker a chance? Give him a chance. I mean, I don't even know if Cam Newton is still on the roster. Sam Darnold didn't turn out very well. Baker Mayfield didn't turn out very well. So screw it. Give PJ Walker a chance. He helped get a victory against Tampa Bay last week. He should have had a victory against Atlanta this past Sunday. So why not give the guy a chance? And if it doesn't work out for PJ, go back to Sam. I think Sam would be the second best option for Carolina, if you ask me. And it looks like Panthers may have a running back. Hopefully he'll stay healthy in Dante Foreman. And defensively, the defense still plays hard. It still gives the Panthers a chance to win games. Brian Burns is fantastic. I think he's one of the most underrated pass rushers in the league. I think the Panthers have a star tight end in Frank Louvu. You know, Shaq Thompson is still Shaq Thompson. Yeah, the Falcons are number 1. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? So please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.